Hi everybody, welcome back to our video today. So excited that you're here. I'm going to share with you a collective Poshmark haul. Poshmark is one of the many online resale platforms that I guess average Joe or average Jane can go and resell the things that they no longer want in their life, gently worn items, brand new items, gifts that they don't love that they're trying to, pass on. And you can also purchase things as, a regular consumer. So it's like, I want to say it's like an eBay, but maybe like the millennial version of eBay. I don't know. Regardless, if you're familiar with these kind of platforms, they're all really kind of all the same. I got onto Poshmark when they became Canadian friendly. A lot of the online resale places are American based, or their international thing just gets very fussy. So Poshmark, I want to say a couple of months ago, maybe half a year, had opened up their the Canadian branch of their site. So I've been both doing some selling and some buying. Today though, I just want to focus on the things I've bought. And at the end, if you want to stay tuned for that, I'll give you a little rundown of how I feel about shopping on Poshmark in general, and maybe some tips and things to expect and what not to expect and stuff like that. But we are going to do a haul and show you some goodies. You're quite far away today because I want to be able to hold stuff up and have you see a lot more. So less of my face, but more in the view to see all the stuff. Side note, did you notice I finally finished the corner couch cushion? The pink couch or mauve couch is now complete. Every single cushion has a cushion cover. This project almost killed me, but we can talk about this one later. Okay, let's get on to our Poshmark stuff. I'm going to tell you both the manufactured suggested retail price, MSRP, as much as I can find, and then I'll tell you what I bought it for, because I guess a lot of you, if you are shopping on Poshmark, you'd want to know how much of a deal are you getting, right? So the first item I have here is a pair of denim. You guys know I talk about this all the time, that Levi's are my favorite jean brand. They do the good old school denim that's like 1% stretch or no stretch, and just, I love it. I love the hand quality of that, and it gives that almost like that rugged look. So I have a pair here. These are the, let me just make sure I tell you this correctly. Oh, there's no tag in here. Is there? Oh yes, there is, but the tag doesn't actually say his name. These are the 501 skinnies. They're in a charcoal wash, and it does have some distressing naturally. So, couple of things. I have tried on the 501 skinnies in a Levi's retail store quite a long time ago, and the length as a whole, if I get the 28-inch inseam, works okay for me, as long as there's no distressing or bleaching that highlights the proportion of the jean. If it's just one solid color, it doesn't look too off or awkward on me, being 5'2" rounded up. So this pair is 100% cotton. There's no stretch in this. I was a little apprehensive because of that, but the price was good. This was $32. MSRP is 118 Canadian. And side note, all these numbers I'm throwing out are all Canadian dollars. I live in Canada, so I'm just gonna tell you like that. And this pair has one of my favorite details. You guys know this. I love a button zip. Not a button zip, a button closure instead of a zip. So it's got hidden placket. So all the buttons are hiding, and then you just see one top button, but really the whole thing is a button down. I thought this was a fairly good deal based on the Canadian retail price. It is distressed. It does have distressed hem on the bottom as well. This was the only detail I wasn't crazy about. However, if I wear it casually, it's not a big deal. And also if I roll it up, which is how I tend to wear a lot of my casual jeans anyways, you won't even be able to see this. Or I can just trim it off myself. So this is just part of the design. There's loads and loads of variations of the 501 skinnies. And oh, I didn't even tell you what size this is. I think this is a size, I should have written this down, 26 it says. And I think this is a pair that was sold in Korea because it has a Korean tag on it. Levi's of course sells all over the world. So this is waist 26, length 26. And in a real Levi's store, when I tried on the American version of the 501 skinnies, I would have worn a 26 anyways. So that worked out just fine for $32. Pleased about this. So with a little confidence, after getting those Levi's 501 skinnies, I went and started shopping for bags, because you know this girl loves her bags, and you know that I am a big fan of lug handbags. Part of this I do blame like QVC having their own YouTube channel, doing live shows and reruns, and there's so many good things. So I was on there poking around and I found someone selling a lug zip liner bag for $50. The MSRP is $100 Canadian. So I had seen quite a few videos for this bag from QVC, and what of course drew me to it, let me just shuffle over here, is the fact that it converts from from a shoulder bag, like a hobo style bag, into a backpack. So you pull these two straps here, and then you can wear it in a pinch as a backpack. Like these become backpack straps. And if you're done trying to be hands-free, you want to be kind of cute again, you just zhuzh it up and it's back to being a handbag. So I love that. The original intent really was to take this on vacation. I had initially planned on doing a spring break trip, and I wanted something that looked nicer or neater when I want to be, you know, just like over the shoulder. And then when I started buying stuff, or it's getting hot or just tired, you know, in the middle of the day, towards the end of the day, I can pull this easily into a backpack, and I didn't have to choose between bringing a backpack with me on the trip or bringing a handbag with me on the trip. So anyways, great bag, love it, love it, love it. I ended up using it for work, which is really nice as well. You know, it is practical to have hands-free often, like when you get off work, you're just tired, and if you want to run some groceries, you know, on the way home, you don't want to be doing like that handbag thing. So this is just great. Yeah, if you want more details on this bag review, whatever, drop me a comment down below. But I think a fairly good price. It was brand new with tags, and the seller had given it to me in the original lug box, which is also fun. So pretty roomy. I actually have another bag inside this bag. That's how I store my things, but just a really practical bag. I love it. Really kind of multi-seasonal as well. Little patch pockets, a lot of zips. Really, really lovely. So that was another purchase from Poshmark. Yeah, just great. I can't wait to take it actually traveling when I can travel again. Alright, a few other handbags. Poshmark, I think, is a great place for handbags. You know, if you're concerned about stuff like authenticity and whatnot, I would say stick to the brands that are kind of the recognizable but the medium to lower end of the grand spectrum of handbags. Like I would not buy like Louis Vuitton or Prada or any of those high-end bags on Poshmark per se, personally, but I have no problem buying something like a Lug, a Fossil, a Dooney & Bourke, stuff like that. They're just not the type of things that people would generally like want to dupe you for, you know what I mean? Like what's the point of duping a Fossil bag, you know? So anyways, speaking of which, this was actually my very first purchase on Poshmark, like if we talk chronologically. So this bag is a Dooney & Bourke, and again, I also blame this on QVC because they have these like Dooney shows. I'm like, oh, what is this Dooney and Bourke? And I've been like digging and doing research and this and that, and I really fell in love with the idea of Dooney and Bourke, and I wanted to give it a try. But of course, their handbags are really, I want to say the price range is similar to like a Coach, and they're a considered purchase for me. So I want to see if there's a way I can try out Dooney without splurging the big bucks and then realizing I either don't like it or it was too heavy and things like that. So this is, let me check my notes, the Dooney and Bourke nylon tote. This came new without tags, which is fine, for $40, and the MSRP is 139 USD from the Dooney site, which translates into $194 Canadian, because the exchange rate is awful right now. So for 40 buckaroos, I thought this was a great tote. Now, Dooney goes on and on and on about their Italian nylon. So this is Italian nylon, whatever that means. But I will say this is really sturdy, like nylon. It is lined on the inside in bright red. I love it. Has a key keeper. It's just a snap closure. There's no like zip, no nothing. There is one zip pocket on the inside, some slip pockets. So the handles are leather, and then it's got this little leather tassel bit here. This was a really like great versatile buy, I think. Ooh, poke myself with the handle. I brought this, like, say it's, you know, Friday, I'm heading off to work and I'm heading, you know, to my parents or something to stay over afterwards. I just slump everything inside here. It's nice and large. It's not overly heavy, you know, there is some substance to it even when it's empty, but I wouldn't call it a heavy bag by any means. It's just easy to use. If you don't mind the openness up here, I think it's pretty great, and for 40 bucks, I can't complain. This was a really nice introduction to Dooney and Bourke when I was at the Tulalip outlets down close to Seattle quite a while ago now. They had opened a Dooney and Bourke store, and I went in and I perused and stuff like that, but I just could not yet put down the money for a real leather Dooney bag. They are on my mind. It's just a really considered purchase, especially when you're spending USD. So anyways, quite pleased with this. Yeah, my Dooney and Bourke tote. All right, what else do we have? Let's just go through all the handbags. I just have one more to show you. Side note, if you're wondering, gee, what are you gonna do with all your handbags? I also actually sold a few handbags, which is nice. Like I said, handbags seem to do really well on Poshmark, especially if you take really good condition of them, you know, like do your nice photos. Like if you're someone who takes care of your bags, they usually resell pretty well, I think. Even the medium to slightly lower range brands. All right, I've got here, this is one of my most recent purchases. It is a Fossil bag. Now this is called the Fossil Maya crossbody in the larger size. I bought it for $35 and it retails for $248 on the Fossil website. So, pretty good deal if I do say so myself. I fell in love with the color. Someone listed this as something they only use for like a week or 2 weeks and just didn't work out for them. So this is a full leather bag. I like the silhouette of it and I like the size. Importantly, my iPad along with the keyboard case does fit inside, which is great. It's got 2 carrying options. You know, I like my crossbody option, so it's got that. This is a adjustable strap for crossbody or over the shoulder. This is that that nylon strap, which is removable. And then you have your little shoulder strap, which I thought was kind of cute. So it's like a handbag, but you know, with options. It's got a really nice zipper compartment on this side. You can, oh yeah, definitely big enough for my cell phone. And importantly, it is a zip closure. So I'm fairly pleased with this bag. Like, it's that slightly large but not too large kind of size, And yeah, everything looks pretty good. I don't notice any major wear or tear. Like there's a little color discoloration on the corners, which is natural for a bag like this. So fairly pleased. I think this is a great colorway for all seasons, but definitely going into the slightly warmer spring and summer. This will be a really fun bag. Full leather bag. Does have a bit of weight to it. It is actually a silhouette I had been looking at for a while from Fossil. I know we have a Fossil outlet and stuff like that, but with this current situation, who knows when we'll get to go shopping again, who knows if they have this color and stuff like that. So I think it was a good purchase from Fossil. Okay, here is my last thing. I'm gonna scoot on in a little closer now because it's a very small thing. Again, a more recent purchase. This is a Fossil watch. I will have to insert some close-ups because I know you can't see very well from here. But it is a it's a gold-toned watch with green enamel details. Let me give you the price. I bought this for $35. MSRP is 130 Canadian. I'm fairly certain the dial of this watch is the Carly Mini. Usually the watch that I wear every day to work and out and about, I just own one watch until I got this one, is the Fossil Jacqueline. It's a slightly larger face. It's a little bit more casual with the leather strap, stuff like that. And I wanted a bracelet watch or something that was metal that just felt a little dressier, just to switch it up. I initially wasn't sure about the gold tone, but with the price, $35, I had no complaints. It does have an adjustable link, and once I take that off, it fits my wrist just fine. So I think the gold will grow on me. I really like the green enamel. I think that's super, super cool. So it's a smaller face, it's a gold toned watch, and it's on a chain. Yeah, very, very pleased with this watch. I think I'll wear it lots. Not around the house right now, it seems a little impractical, but I just think it's really beautiful. So those are my purchases. Now, if you want to know about the general experience from shopping on Poshmark, just as a buyer, not from a seller perspective, here's I think what you need to know. Everything ships via Canada Post. So the seller will print out a little shipping label provided by Poshmark. The shipping is paid by the buyer. So just so you know, standard shipping $12.99 unless it's a larger than usual parcel or something like that. There are times where a seller can offer a discount or discounted shipping. So if they do that, the discount portion comes out of the seller's earnings, if that makes sense. Most sellers, I would say, are fairly open to some kind of negotiation or offers. All of these items, I believe every single item I had negotiated for. You know, they would list it as a price, and then you can send them an offer like, hey, how do you feel about, you know, this amount? A lot of them, you know, have some flexibility, and they might counter offer your offer, but I think the prices that end up with after the back and forth were very good, so I'm pleased with that. When you are buying an item, I think not all sellers have the same standard as to uploading their pictures and including details. So if you're not sure, ask for dimensions, ask for more photos. Not everybody will respond on Poshmark. It's just kind of what it is. Some people will, some people won't. Don't be too upset. It's not anything to do with you. And also, people package things differently. So good luck with that. I haven't had any damage issues in transport, but for example, like I had one person who packaged the nylon bag with a bajillion layers of bubble wrap unnecessarily, and then I had somebody package the leather bag with no padding whatsoever, just thrown in the box. So it really varies, and you don't know until you know and you get the parcel. So that's something to think about. Again, sellers can offer private discounts. If you heart or like an item and it goes on your wish list, they can then sometimes offer discounts just to people who like their item to try to get a sale. So watch out for those things too. Also, you might want to know that you can cancel an order if a seller hasn't shipped in X amount of days. I don't remember what the exact number of days are, but there is some buyer protection there. So overall, I'm fairly pleased with the buying portion of the experience from Poshmark. Let me know if you've shopped Poshmark before. What are your thoughts? Which one of these items are your favorites? Are you into any of these? Like, I'm fairly happy with all my purchases, especially given the fact that I'm trying to, you know, curate my wardrobe and my collections and have a smaller collection of higher end, more long-lasting things. So all of these things I purchased were things that would have been taking me longer to save up and shop for, because the quality is good. They're just a bit more expensive, but being able to get them at such a great price, I feel really happy about that and know that they'll be in my wardrobe for a very long time. So I hope that you're taking care of yourself, and I will see you again in our next video. Bye everybody!